Dear students, today we'll see our next topic, which is on developmental psychology. So in the diagram, can you just describe what exactly the diagram indicates? How development goes from a child, a newborn baby to old age. So every age group have different psychology, different developmental psychology. So we'll just see what exactly development means. This is a progressive series of changes that occur in an orderly, predictable pattern as a result of maturation and experience. As our age goes, we all says we are mature. We are experiencing one more year of our age. Every year of age we tells. So it's a progressive series because we take it as continuous. So it is a continuous process from the conception. Conception means from you, the day you conceived in uterus of your mother till your death. So that is development. It is a stage of progression, and every developmental stages there will be some changes. So we'll see psychology of people from infancy to old age. The theory is given by, it's a theory. So it is not necessary that we all should follow the theory, but some way we can take the examples of this theory so we can get more idea about this. So this theory is given Erikson's theory. It is also known as Erikson's theory of personality. Even in personality also the same theory comes. Even in the thinking also Erikson's theories are there. So anywhere it is there, but still you can consider this is as an developmental theory as well. Also known as psychosocial theory. So same like personality theory we have seen by Sigmund Freud, psychoanalytical, psychosexual. The same way this Erikson has made as per the age group. Do you remember psychosexual stage given by Sigmund Freud? Like oral stage, anal stage, phallic stage, latency stage and genital stage. That was according to different age groups, right? So this Erikson's theories are also according to age groups. He was student of Sigmund Freud. So he was not very old. You can see this is not the oldest theory. He was followed progressive through 8 stages. So total 8 stages are there. Total 8 stages are there. So one by one we'll see. The first stage is known as trust versus mistrust. Versus means opposite. Okay, two people are against, like that we tell now. Versus India versus Pakistan for the cricket competition, Pakistan versus New Zealand. The same way trust versus mistrust means it happens in infancy. Infancy period, once I told you, infancy means from the birth till your 1 year of old age child. In this slide also you can see the background. In every age group I have put the age group image in as a background, so you can easily remember this. Trust means what? So whom we trust more, that is very important. So being a child, they trust their parents, ultimately their mother, mostly primitive, or any caregivers they are trusting. So trust how they develop, like ease of feeding, because mother is feeding and they feel more easiness, they feel more comfortable in the hand of their mother. Depth of sleep, bowel relaxation, because everywhere they are showing that trust, because mother is taking care, they feel more protected and secured. So this is infancy. From the birth to 1 year, trust develops, and if the child develop trust, he will feel safe and secure. Already I told you. But one thing is condition, trust is versus mistrust. So what is mistrust? Just opposite. Trust we said Vishwas, Bharosa. So that child is having that Vishwas, Bharosa with the mother or the caregiver. But if the caregiver is inconsistent, emotionally unavailable, not available when the child is needing, or rejecting or neglecting, then the child will develop mistrust. So he will not having that bharosa, that vishwas towards that mother. So failure to develop trust is known as mistrust. What will happen if the child develop mistrust? They will have fear and the belief that The world is inconsistent and unpredictable. But they will not think in that way, but they will feel that everybody is like that, because I should get care from my mother. Now mother is not near me, they'll start crying, they will searching for mother. I mean, they will try to crawl over the floor, they will try to all the temper tantrums, everything, but still they are doing they feel that I am not able to develop trust with anybody. So that negative attitude, negative psychosocial attitude can develop if trust is not followed. So that is why trust versus mistrust. This is the first stage. Second stage is autonomy versus shame and doubt. It is on early childhood to 1 to 3 years. So 1 to 3 years known as toddler. Also we can call they are toddler. Like birth to 1 year are known as infant. These people are known as toddler. Child will learn to feed and dress themselves and toilet training. In the psychosexual theory of Sigmund Freud, we have discussed, hope you remember in the personality theory, in the after oral stage, the second stage was anal stage. So in the anal stage, what I told you, like the child will be trained, the toddler will be trained. Toddler means 1 to 3 year. They will be trained by their parents how to go to washroom, how to wash, how to pass urine, how to sit on the potty chair. This toilet training will be given. So child will develop autonomy. Autonomy means independency. They want everything to be do by themselves. It is a typical character. If you have any child nearby you, any relative or your neighbor of this age group, just observe this toddler group. You will feel so happy that yeah, it is right, because they always want to do independently. They do not want to depend on others, because they feel that they can do everything, because they have been toilet trained, and they want independence, that is autonomy. So like Freud also, Erikson believed that toilet training is the vital process. This is a very huge cumbersome task in every parents. Some parents tells to their nurse, or even in the hospital also when they come, they tells I cannot do toilet training, the child is not properly training. So toilet training is a separate topic. Even we can give class to the parents, especially mothers, how to take, but it is not in your first year syllabus. You will learn in the pediatric nursing, which is in your third year. So Erikson believed that learning to control one's body function leads to feeling of a control and sense of independence, because they have been trained how to control their body feelings. Like if I want to pass stool, where I should pass stool, whether I should go to washroom, then I have to sit, then I have to pass, or else whether I should pass wherever I feel. So this type of attitude the child develops, and they are being controlled. And other important things are the food choice. Child can select their own food. Sometimes they said, no, I do not want milk, I want my father's food. Whatever my father is eating, I will eat that food. Like that they will demand. Or the toy preference. Boys may prefer more toys like car, or like any vehicle or any train like that, or any electrical toys. Girls may prefer like dolls or small toys, soft toys. So any preference would be there. Those, even the clothing selection also. Some child even after 3 years also they may do, no, I want this child to be this cloth to be wear, I will not wear this pant, I will wear this shirt, I will not wear t-shirt. So like that preference, because they want everything autonomy, and some parents will accept this also, because these are the challenges they are facing. But if the child is not doing any such activity, and they are not supporting, it is not necessary that parents has to very strict with the child. No, you cannot select your clothes, you cannot do independence. Not like that, but in some way they can train. Even parents can give some rules, regulations, some guidelines. Otherwise they can also support their child for their independency. But if the parents are not supporting and the child is not getting a proper opportunity, then what will happen? They will failure in that thing, or because of that punishment, what will happen? They may feel shame and doubt. They will have that shameness towards themselves, whether I am doing right or not. Doubt feeling will come. No, I want my mother to do this, I want my mother to select everything, I want my father to do everything. Like that they think, because they have not been trained, or they have not been supported, or they have been punished by their parents. So this is autonomy versus shame and doubt. Next is initiative versus guilt. as the age goes, preschooler means 3 to 5 years before the schooling age, we consider it as a preschooler only. But some countries, or even they have changed as per the education policy, they may change the level. Like some people, they send the child even school also during the 5 year. But anyhow, 3 to 5 year age group, this age group, what development will happen? So that is why Erikson has said psychosocial development is very important, because this is ultimately important to develop ourselves in each age group. See how the child going from 1 year to 3 year, from 3 year to 5 year. Initiative, see the diagram, background diagram, how the child is standing. He is taking initiative. Initiative means expressing himself to do something, taking control over himself, and he is meeting and accepting challenges, taking responsibility. Maybe 3 to 5 years, they may start playing by themselves for their body, their behavior. Sometimes they may tell, I will wash myself, I will take bath myself, I will drink tea myself, I will cook myself for good food also. Such attitude they will do. Even their child will do like switching on the TV, switching on. Nowadays, children are very much techno savvy. They know how to play with mobile, and also they will do like this. Even their toy selection, their pet also, they will play with the pet. They take responsibility of the pet. Even they may help the mother in the kitchen also. Sometimes I have heard many child in this age group, they take initiative, and the parents or the supporting family members, they always are with them, they support them. But some cases what happen, it is they develop guilt. Like guilt, how it develop? Guilt का मतलब क्या है? Guilt means like पछतावा होना. They may feel I doing something wrong. Rejecting by the parents. Parents say, no, you cannot do. You are a child. You cannot help me. You only do study. You cannot go there. You cannot run. You cannot stand. Like that, they punish, they reject, and the child imagination will reduce. It will disturb the child imagination. They will restrict their activities. Initiativeness will be reduced. They will lose the initiative, and slowly what will happen, they will not be more responsible, and they will start developing guilt. No, I did something wrong. That is why my parents have been punished. Otherwise, when the parents are punishing, they should tell the child why they have punished. Rather shouting, just don't shout to your child. You have to explain to them, this is wrong, this is not acceptable. You are a child, you can do little bit more, you can go something ahead. Industry versus inferiority, that is next stage, like a school age, 6 to 12 years. Industry means enjoying in a group, because as in the Sigmund Freud's theory also we have learned, right? Because they go to the school, they will develop in the latency stage. What they said, they develop in the same sex group. Boys will be in the boys group and girls will be in the girls group. So industry is the enjoyment of mastery and competence to the recognition of one's accomplishment. They feel that I have accomplished many things. Group activities encouraged. Child will engage in skillful activity in the school. Teachers also will be encouraging them. Yes, you did good project. Many children in this age group 6 to 12 years, they do many good science projects, social projects, anything. So the parents or teachers or peer groups give good encouragement, and they develop a feeling of competence, and they start developing belief in themselves. This is very important. But in some case, what happened? They develop inferiority. Have you seen about inferiority? Have you heard? Inferiority complex or superiority complex. Inferiority complex means people in the high post or people in the some position, they say they feel that I am not good, I feel down according to my colleague. My colleague is doing well, so I am inferior to him. The same way here, what happens for the child also inferiority. If the parents or the teachers are not supporting his work at the school, they are not encouraging him, he will feel doubt. So he feel that no, it is not good, or maybe that is why they are punishing me, rejecting me. I am very much down. My activity is not good. That is why I have not been selected. So that clarity is lacking in the child. That is why they are inferiority. Even in competition also, you can teach your child competition is important, not winning or failing is important. A participation is important. Like such conditions you can keep to the child. You can train your parents, your teachers as well, being a psychology specialist in nursing. Next is identity versus role confusion. Self-identity. It comes in the 12 to 20 years, adolescence. You all belongs to being a first year age group. I think first years always belongs to 17 to 18 or 19 maximum like age group. So you all people comes in this age group, identity versus role confusion. What happens? Because in this youth age group, we all have that desire, we all have that feeling that we are independent from the parents. Now this is the right moment, I will be free from my parents, I am going away from my home. After your 10th or 12th standard, they will put you in some college studies or higher studies, and you feel that wow, I'm very lucky, now I do not want to listen my parents. Exactly, that is not independence. But some activity would be independence. When you are not depending on your parents or your teachers or your peer groups, you start independence, and there you will achieve your physical maturity with a questioning of who am I? So who am I? Make on who? Such questions should always ask. That will create identity. Maybe your physical development, your body changes will be there. Your voice will change, your physical structure, your facial expression, your face structure, your body physique. Everything, your psychology will change, intellectual will change, emotionally also will be changed. So they may experience even sexual drive, sexual pleasures also comes, opposite sexual attraction as per Sigmund Freud's genital stage, psychosexual stage of the last stage, genital stage. They says people will develop opposite sexual attraction or mate formation. They will identify their mate, they will see who will be my partner. So they are not quite know how to respond, but sometimes they become confused also whether I am in a right pathway or not. Sometimes the students in this age group, they get confused. So that sense of self, if the identity is showing, you as a nurse or as a like normal public also, if anybody in our age people who belongs to this age group, we should encourage. If they show such things, reinforce them. Force them to do something, reinforcement, like you are encouraging them to do something good, and that will give a strong sense of self and feeling of independence and self-control. But again, it is versus the negative part. The bad part is role confusion. Sometimes they got confused whether I am selecting good or not. Maybe at the age of 20 years, they may think I want to be a businessman, I am starting a small business, whether I am right or not. Somebody has told them, somebody has rejected them, somebody has neglected them. No, you are not right. Role may confused. Many people may feel insecure and they're confused because they are not sure about their feelings. Next is intimacy versus isolation. It is early adulthood. Adulthood also can be divided in different age group, like early, middle and late adulthood. Early adulthood means 20 to 30 years. This is a very huge transition period in life. Some of you may complete your studies, some of you may go for higher studies in this age group, some of you may marry, some of you start developing some business, some of you start a new job. So many things happening in this age group especially, and this is the best age group to develop yourselves, I mean to bring a good transition. There you will start developing intimacy, intimate relationship. Maybe you will start searching for your partner for marriage, or even you are developing task will be like same age group or working with the common people or the group of people. So that all comes intimate relationship. It is a vital relationship, close committed relationship. We may commit with somebody to have a strong or long lasting relationship. So this age group is very important. They will be very much intimate, and once they feel they are intimated, they feel they are committed and secure. I am committed because I am committed with some person for my lifelong, or I am committed with my job for lifelong. But when you do not have sense of self, or you feel that my relationship is not a good relationship, you lose your intimacy, then you go with the isolation, because you felt that I got a bad experience of that relationship, my relationship gets broken, so I will feel isolate. Isolation means loneliness and depression. So that is a psychological impact when you are not following, when you feel your intimate relationship gets disturbed. This is generally happening with everybody in our daily life. Only the thing is, we must know how to manage this. Next is generativity versus stagnation. middle adulthood. As I told you about adulthood can be divided as early adulthood and early, middle and late. So middle means 30 to 65 years. Many of your parents belongs to this age group, I guess so. Or you know the people, you just imagine whoever is there with this age group amongst us, just think of their features, whether it is matching or not. So you can just compare with those things and you can study. So examples always work out. Psychology thing, what you know in psychology, if people give good examples, they can score very good marks. The key characteristics is generativity is creativity, because they are stable, they know they have a good job, they have married, now they have a child, maybe children's, or now the family has to be settled. So these things comes like a family relationship more, even social relationship is also more, occupational relationship also more, and also financially, economically, whether I am good or not, every backup we have to think. So that is generativity, and we are concerned for our next generation. We always think about our next generation should do this. Many nursing field, our nursing past nursing leaders have done many things. That is why nursing is also still there as considered as a profession. So everywhere, in every profession, from your personal life, everywhere people always think about the next generation. So generative adults always try to contribute to the society for their best. Maybe cleaning my environment, about our environment, people think that I should do something for this country, for these people, or for my panchayat, for my municipality, or to have a safe drug-free social world. I want to develop a world. I want to do some social work so that people will not be neglected. I want to start some orphanage so people will be taken care. I want to start a old age home so old age people will be taken care. So many things comes in mind to generate something. That dignity or freedom comes in the individual, and those who are successful in this phase, they will feel that they are contributing to the world by being more active. So they always feel that I am active in my home and community. But think what will happen if they feel that this creativity thinking or the generativity is not well settled, or they are not able to settle their family, their job is not settled, or they feel that I am not good enough, then the goal is not achieved. They may land up into stagnation. Stagnation means there is disappointment, nothing is able to do, they are stagnant, they are in one position only. Many people will change their job, they switch their job because they want professional upgradation, they want to develop their more competency skills, so they may change. Or some people will sit in one particular office only for long period of time and they will not develop anything. But sitting in that office also, we can do many things. We can develop our professional as well as personal relationships also, our personal etiquettes as well as professional etiquettes, as well as professional upgradation also. So many area we can apply this principle, but we are thinking, yeah, I am in a government job, I do not have to do anything, I will do the same routine daily, so I will get good salary and the pension and I will be stagnant. Such persons are stagnant personality. And last in the psychosocial is old age personality. So old age, what will happen? Last age group, like late adolescent, like we can say 65 years to till death, because this was middle adulthood. So now this is about late adulthood. So just have to think about how it will go in each age group. Okay. Integrity, how ego is get integrated. 65 years or till old age people, you know, you may have some old age people in your home, in your neighborhood, or in your relative. Just think, they may feel that I have achieved everything, now I am pension, I am retired, I do everything, or now I am age is over, now I cannot do anything. Such things comes in their mind. So integrity means they feel proud. They feel proud about their accomplishment. They feel sense of integrity, and successfully completing these feats means they are looking back with some regrets. Some regrets means they feel that, oh, I did not do that. मुझे करना था when I was this age group, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. So this type of regrets also sometimes come, but some people always have a satisfaction. They feel I have achieved many things, wisdom, good knowledge will have, and they feel that I am ready to accept my death. Because in old age people, they always have a thinking that my maximum age is covered. 65 to 70 is the life expectancy in generally in our country we consider. So I feel that this is my last age, or I am about to die, I have achieved everything. So those who have achieved everything, they have good integrity in the sense they have feel that I have achieved everything. But some people feel they are unsuccessful. For those people, it comes despair. They will be desp attitude. Desp attitude means they feel that my life has been wasted. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. I have not done anything. I have many regrets. I have nothing left. I have not left anything for my son or my generation. Such condition is despair. They always feel I want a second chance in life. They always bargain with the God or any such things. I want a second chance because I did not do anything. So this is about integrity versus despair. So overall, this is about the psychosocial theory given by Erikson. So Erikson's theory is very important. For short note also it can come. Next is during infancy and early childhood, what are the another theories? So this is another psychology in the age group wise. If the question comes about Erikson, you can write all these 8 stages starting from trust versus mistrust and ending to integrity versus despair. Next is like if sometimes short note comes for a child or the infant till 5-year-old child, what psychology they have. So similar attitude only, like a combination of Erikson's theory. See, the first one is dependency on others, how the child is dependent because they expect that everybody around them should love or give him more attention. Next you see self-assertion, very quite assertive. Assertive means thinking that I am good, I can do. They are respecting more towards self without denying respect of others. Assertive quality is very important. So they will always try to dominate their superior and elder one. See how the child is like dominating, but it is not necessary we should guide them like in a negative way. We can guide in a positive way that they should not do such dominating activities. But if the child says they are right, they will always assert themselves. Next you see period of make believe and fantasy. They will like imagine. Some child may see that they are after watching some comic stories or some cartoons, they also think in that situation because they are creating everything in a fantasy world. So their own creation, their imagination. You should approach such child and you should give more positivity, encourage to the such child because it will create their imagination, and once they enter into their school life, it will definitely help into develop a good personality in their education as well. But another negative aspect is selfish. Some child will be very selfish. See, in the diagram you can see every diagram is been given to for more clarity how the baby is crying, another baby is taking his grabbing your toys. So they are very egocentric. Ego, already I told you in Sigmund Freud psychoanalytic theory, ego superego. Ego means their reality. They want everything I feel, I am, this is my. Even in this age group you can see, if you have such people in your home or anybody, they always say this is my toy, this is my mother, this is my father. Such selfishness will come. Some people, some child may be unsocial, they does not want to share their toys, they do not want to talk, but some are very good, they may share because their attitude developed in that way. So whatever we are training, such development will occur in the psychology. Then see, child will be emotionally unstable because they may like violent emotional experience. They may do violent attack to others. They may not be able to hide the feelings or emotional expression, and they may show in an overt form. In openly they may show. They will throw any of their toys when they make many like anger. If the mother is shouting on them, they will shout back to the mother, or they will throw their toys, or they hit their heads. These all are known as temper tantrums. This is one of the behavior in toddler, like it's a negative thing. Temper tantrums, they may shouting, they may crying, wherever they feel they will doing crying at a loud voice. Mental development also they can ask. Even this child sometimes happens, why this is happening, why this is not happening, what is this. Some child may ask you why this house is firing, how this food is getting cooked, why food we are eating, why we want to drink waters. Many simple silly questions. They may always have a question mark like that in their mind, but we should encourage them because it will develop their mental development, and they may immature in this intelligence, and time concept is not developed. Like even you are telling them tomorrow we will go outside, they do not understand what you mean by tomorrow. They may think what it is maybe like today only. So they don't know about yesterday, tomorrow, today, nothing. They just enjoying the present moment. Even they do not know about the month, year, or meaningless for them. So somewhere they are curious about the knowing. Curiosity is there. Sexual development, because some people they develop self-love, homosexual, heterosexual. How we have developed themselves in the phallic state also, we have seen they have sexual attraction towards their parents of opposite sex. Son will have attraction towards mother, or daughter will have attraction towards her father. Or sometimes what happen, it may like opposite way also, like what will happen, like contradictory also. Son will love his father more rather mother. So such people, if you are motivating more, they may start developing homosexual attitude. Maybe in future also they will develop. Even the latency stage also, they have that same sex group. They are doing games or playing with the same sex. Boys will sit with boys only, girls will sit with girls only. That is normal only. But they are continuing after latency. They should go in genital stage. They should have opposite sexual attraction, but they are not continuing. Such condition, homosexual, same sexual, or sometimes opposite sexual attraction will be there. They may get pleasure from their body by sucking. The thumb sucking will be there, or pleasure from touching the sex organs. They may touch. Sometimes we have to teach them, you should not touch. You should tell them why this organ is important for you, but it is very important to maintain your privacy. Even these days you have to teach the child about sexual abuse, which is the good touch and the bad touch. Wherever the people is touching you, whoever is touching you, you should know as a child whether it is a good touch or a bad touch. So that was about 1 to 5 year psychology. Then psychology of a child belongs to 6 to 12 years. See how they are like craving for independence. They always want to do everything independently, physically, socially, intellectually. Then they are emotionally stable. They feel that I am stable emotionally. They want to hide their feelings. Social tendency developing, because 6 to 12 years they are in school, so they will have good peer groups. So they develop, they play in the group, they share their toys sometimes, or they may feeling cooperation, team spirit. Some teachers may give them some group projects, so they can do in a grouply, so that team spirit they will learn how to work in group. But some may be selfish, they may not do. Strong sentiment. If my friend is getting affected, if my friend is being beaten by another friend, then I will beat that friend. Such attitude they may develop. Sentiment with friends. Realistic also. They may accept the reality of the life, because in the past age group, like till 1 to 5 year, they do not develop any such reality, because they are in fantasy world. We have seen the last slide, they are in fantasy. They will imagine like Alice in Wonderland, such like cartoons. Even they are watching Potter and Perry or anything, Tom and Jerry, simple cartoons whichever the child watches, and they always think in that way. If they watch any like a karate match or any kung fu pande, such things also, they may do the same activity, imitating activity. But in this age group, they know the reality. I should not hurt anybody. Sexual development also, because they are in latency stage of personality, because they are developing the same sexual group and they play with the members of their own sex, because they are more comfortable with the same sex group. It is not like uncommon, or it is not abnormal. But after 12 years, they may start developing puberty. You know puberty. So pubertal change, what will happen? The body have some changes, physical, sexual changes. Then they start developing opposite sexual desire. Intellectual development, they will be very intelligent. They have the power of thinking, solving the problems, concentration, reasoning, imagination. Everything will be developed by themselves, because they start developing. Because many cases you have seen in many newspapers, I have also seen like in this age group, people have landed up in Guinness book. They have calculated the mathematics without calculator. Many children do in this age group. So that is intellectual development. Development of interest and aptitude. Aptitude means general things. Already you have learned in the psychology chapter aptitude, how the aptitude develops in child, like special aptitude, likes or dislikes. They are very extrovert. Some people may be extrovert. What is extrovert personality? Already you have learned. Extroverts means they are thinking about others. Enjoying tour visits. Boys are fearless, courageous and adventurous enough. They're very much adventure even. They're boys especially compared to girls, but girls are very soft or tender. They get easily hurted, they feel pain. But nowadays there is no as such any sexual difference, but every age group they may take in that way. They want to everything do adventurous. Then next we see psychology of adolescence, maybe in your age group. Already we have seen about this in Erikson's theory, but still you can see about perplexity. Perplexity means confusion regarding your body changes, because after 12 years, as per the Sigmund Freud, you are going to genital stage, right? You are having opposite sexual attraction, your body gets changed, puberty is happening, some physical characteristics, secondary sexual characteristics are developing. So maybe your voice may change, your structure may change. Because of that, some physiological changes. Even for the girls also, menstruation cycle will start, they will have bleeding. So all those hormonal changes have to be taught by the parents. Even they have to they may develop like worry, fear, anxiety. So these things have to be told, like every month you will get this. In this age group is this common, and in this, from this age group you will start bleeding. This is like the waste blood is going out of your body. This is known as menstruation. So such in simple language we can make them to understand, and gradually when they become an adult of like 19-20 years, they will learn in fullest way. Even for boys also, some nocturnal emission happens. Nocturnal means night time. Nocturnal means night. So in night time also sometimes it happens, like they may lose their semen. So they do not know what happens, why it happens. Is it normal? Something is happening to, I'm abnormal, or I'm having any sexual issues? No. We should teach them this is a normal thing. Only something is happens. They may get horrified. They may get more fear. So these things happens, that changes will occur in there. So naturally what happens, some psychological aspect, because at the starting stage, initiation stage, what will happen, they will have fear by having losing of blood or semen, something like that. Even the vaginal fluid also they may get like worriness, but later they may not develop. Girls want to look like a feminine attitude, like a female attitude, and they want to attract towards boys. And boys want to look like a manly, like masculinity, and they want to gain prestige with other boys. Especially they want to like more powerful, they want to be influenced by others, and they want more girls to be attracted. This is the normal attitude. Intensification of self-awareness. Self-consciousness is too much, because they pay more attention about their dress, whatever they are wearing, their makeup, their beauty, their face, their manner of talking, their walking, eating. If they are showing such things, it is well and good if they are able to develop themselves well. But some child, they will not be developed in this age group, and they will not be taught by their parents or teachers. So what will happen? They have been neglected by the people, neglected by the society. So they do not know whatever they are doing is normal or abnormal. So they may have, because they want attracted towards their opposite sex. They want recognition from the peer group. They want independence, and they should think that my parents or my elder should accept me. Sex consciousness, even I told you, menstruation, ejaculation of semen, or something happening naturally during the puberty time, it will be a shock at the starting initial stage, but later they may feel strong sex sensation in their organs, and they may attach to the opposite sex. Independence versus dependence. So here they want security, guidance, and protection like a child. Sometimes they want protection from their parents, but sometimes they want independence. Parents should give me more freedom, physical, emotionally, maybe teachers, elders. So they think that I am very mature, I am a full-fledged adult. So they may feel that I am having a right to give suggestions. Sometimes after your 12th standard, parents may ask you what you want to do in your future, what higher study you will be opt for. So if parents is giving such asking for suggestions or such freedom, some people, some students or that age group, they will feel more happy and secure. Then they will tell, I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a nurse, in that way. But sometimes parents will not ask, they will not give that independency. They will directly tell, no, you go directly to this course. So such attitude changes will bring some problems in their behavior. Peer group relationships, even they want to be more like they do not want to be with teachers or parents. They cannot make friendship with parents or teachers, except for some cases they may make, but some other cases they always want a good relationship with their peer groups. They pay less attention to the desire and advice of their parents. They do not listen their parents or elders. They always feel teachers always give advice. Parents always give advice. Elders, grandparents always give advice. No, I do not want advice. Better I will be with my peer group who is accepting me. So some people may land up in some problems like alcoholism, drug addiction, like that, because they feel that my friend is doing, friend is accepting, then why should I should not avoid this. Idealism versus realism. They feel that they create ideal society. They may means what is our life, what is God, who is God, what is humanity, why people are suffering. If God is there, then why we are suffering, why we are having illness. Such questions they may come, and they may search for idealism, and they may go from realism. They do not know what is real. They may go reality, from the reality to the ideal things only they will select. They tend to accept the impossible. Sometimes they feel, yes, everybody can do, this is not impossible, I will do. But they do not know what is their limitation. So they may land up into disturbance, problematic youth. Vocational choice and need for social support. He make himself independent like an adult member of the society, because they take decisions about their vocation. Vocation means related to the job in future, like what I should do, which course I should opt, whether I should take, I should select nursing, or I should select physiotherapy, or whether I should select engineering. So that vocational choices, and they always want some guidance or advice. Emotionally, they need to be loved, admired, and accepted. Now 20 to 40 years, this is also another important aspect in this psychology, because it is a transition age group, because they always feel separation from the youth period. They may feel distance. Many of you are learning, you have left your home for your higher studies. Maybe you are not in your home, you are staying in hostels. So you must start, there is a transition period. Transition means changes from parents to your new life. So you may not have that emotional dependency with anybody. You will look back to the merit or demerit of the decision, because 20 to 40 years you may get married, you may have children, you may have good job or bad job, whatever it is. So you may look back to see any merit or decision whether they are taken proper or not. And sometimes people may do, they may restructure the goal. Yeah, I have in 35 years of age, but till now I have not earned anything. I have not have good financial stability. I should do something. So such looking back, reflection is also good. Getting started in an occupation, already I told you, selecting a mate. Mate means you are selecting a partner. Learning to live with a marriage partner. The husband will live with the wife, wife will live with the husband. Act as a responsible. You have to take the responsibility of your family, your community, your society, your profession. Everywhere the responsibility and accountability will come. Then middle adulthood, 40 to 65 years, because their behavior starts changing. They are going to become old age. So they are feeling that I am going to become old age. I cannot do anything in my old age. There being many changes, maybe have some illness, some may have get divorce, occupational problems, some people may lost their loved people. So such people will have some restructured issues. They cannot accept, even in the after 45 years, females will have menopause. What is menopause? Stopping of the menstrual cycle. Already we know menstrual cycle starts from puberty. So menopause also have some problems in the hormone. They may get more irritation, sleeping disturbance, some hormonal changes will occur, depression. They want satisfaction in their job. They're caring for aging parents. If they have any parents who are aged, they may care. Helping teenage children to become responsible adult. They may always advise. So when we were in that 10 to 20 years of age group, our parents were advised, and parents were in this age group. So just think in that way. When your parents are advising, just think where they are in which psychological stage. I am in this stage and my parents are in this stage. So compare these two and see the changes, how it is happening, because they are also suffering some or other way. So they are giving me advice. Some leisure time activities, some people after a 45, they do start some leisure time or time pass, maybe some hobby. So they may go for walking, exercise. But even I told you, like even you can also start at the young age. Last is about old age people also have like 65 years onwards, you know, because they have like a deterioration in the physical health. Physically they have degenerated. You can see their respiratory, circulatory, the digestive, respiratory, all the system gets decline. Everything activity will be decreased. They are worried about their illness, health. They may feel that resistance is decreased. They feel that they will get diabetes, hypertension, or they may have such disorders. So they may feel that I will get complication. Now my body is not supporting, because now I may get death. Changes in perception. Some people will have impairment in vision, touch, smell, hearing. They may lose their vision. In the old age people cannot hear properly, so psychologically they will be also down, because their children will shout at them, I am telling you 100 times but you cannot listen me, this is your problem, okay chalo we'll go to the doctor, like that. This is not fair. We have to understand this is the changes because of the physiological degeneration. Attitude in the cognitive dimension, like intelligence, memory power, you know, it will be decline as the age comes down. Thinking, concentration, attention span will be reduced. Even dementia is a disorder of memory loss happens, like amnesia in the old age. Socially also, you see, people will have change in the social behavior, their interaction style. They may feel more tensed. They only interact with a few people. Generally they will interact with the same age group, so they can share to each other. You might have seen old age people in the village also. They go for walking, or they may sit together in one particular place and they will start talking. Changes in their emotion and temperament characteristics. They may become more irritable, short temper, they get anger very quickly, they are anxious, they feel isolated if they are not being cared. They feel that their self concept or confidence is getting impaired. They say, I am not confident, I have not earned anything, I am dependent on my children, what to do, I cannot accept this. So something will, they feel helpless, they feel more helpless, nothing can be helped me, I cannot help myself, I am not worth enough, hopeless, I am worthless, I am not have any hope in my future. Such things also can occur in this age group. So that was about psychology of different age groups. Now we will see some vulnerable cases are also there. Vulnerable means what? Have you heard about this vulnerable? Even in medical cases also, we know during COVID times also people tell, these people are vulnerable to COVID, means those who are not wearing masks, those who are not maintaining hand washing or isolation, or those who are eating more sugar or carbohydrate, they are vulnerable to diabetes. So what exactly vulnerable means? In psychology, on the symbol meaning is capable of being physically or emotionally wounded. Wounded means you are getting hurt physically or emotionally. So such cases you are vulnerable. Vulnerable means individuals you due to maybe age or ill health, sex bias, you are a male, you are a female, you are a transgender, disabled, maybe physically, emotionally or psychologically. So who are the common people who always feel that I am a vulnerable group? I am getting emotionally hampered. I am getting emotionally hurted. Commonly we can see those who are sick. They always feel I am dependent, or the woman or the challenged individuals. So we'll see one by one psychology of each person, psychology of each vulnerable groups. Sick persons, generally you all know, when we are sick, what will happen? We generally depend on others. We feel humiliated. We always think we are small in the eyes of my family members. They have anxiety, worry, tension. Because I know this is no need of any explanation. You can understand. Sick people always have this attitude. They have suspicion. If suppose yesterday also, in my last class also I told you, like if I am having sneezing, coughing, then I feel, no, I am having tuberculosis, I am having COVID, or I am having a lung disorder. Such suspicion, doubt will create. Complaining, they may complain about others. Doctors have not taken care, that is why I am sick. My wife has not taken care of me, or my husband has not taken care of me, my child is not taking care of me. Loss of self-image, confidence will be lost because I feel that I am dependent, I am sick, I am ill. or self-centered, and they are too child. Some people, during their sick time, they are very much they are very much childish. They will behave like a child. They will completely dependent. No, so child having that attitude, the same attitude, they also will develop. Maybe like hygiene, they need somebody's support because they are bedridden, suppose. So they need somebody to take care of their body, bathing, washing, massaging, such cases, or maybe taking the medicine. Woman, MK Gandhi, what they said, like a fearless woman who knows that her purity is her best shield can never be dishonored. Purity is important in every woman, so they feel that they are pure, then they are fearless. You can see different famous personalities in the background also, like Lata Mangeshkar, P.T. Usha, Mother Teresa. So many people's their real personalities which we considers. But still some women, they feel they are more vulnerable. That is why they are sexually abused. Many cases, they are daily, the small girl child is self getting raped, getting brutally raped by group of people, even old age women also. So this type of attitude sometimes happens. They may feel inferiority, they have doubt about their safety or security, they feel their inability and dependent on others. They have natural inclination towards the things and activities suiting their feminine qualities like aesthetic, artistic, domestic, social. Some people have such attitude, but they may getting down. They will not look good, or they will not do any aesthetic sense of beauty on them because they feel that I am insecure. If I will do such things, people will get into me. They will do my abuse. But women are more expressive. They are talkative, enjoying the social company, they are enjoying the purchasing and marketing even. For example, if a married woman is not becoming a mother, they are married and the woman is not getting into pregnancy or not getting child or becoming a mother. Maybe she is having infertility. You know what is infertility? Means inability to produce child, inability to conceive. So they may feel that they are infertile. So they are found to be depressed, unhappy, feeling emotionally down because they felt that socially they will be upset for not becoming a real woman and mother of children, because society will always ask, why you are not getting pregnant? Do you have any problem? Your husband having any problem? Being a lady, being a mother, woman, a married woman, you should be a mother also. Then only that femininity, that maternity will get complete, is fulfilled, is desire. So such things disturb some people. Many people tells like, I have problem in my infertility. Why should I tell to others? So this is my nature. They can compromise. They can live stress-free also. But some people may get into depression. They may have low self-esteem, lack of confidence, depression, guilt feelings, everything they may have because of sexual abuse, rape by strangers, even by the relatives also gets raped. I mean, they also do raping, or friends also maybe sometimes sexually they are abusing. So they always feel insecure. Unusual craving, they may have the distorted feeling about their image. My body image is not good. I am not a good woman. I am not good looking. My body shape, self-blaming, unhappiness. Always they curse themselves. Or kutko sharp dena, that is cursing. Like, I am not good, you are not good person. So these things what will happen? Negative image will create in your mind. But another positive aspect, they always like to care others. Women always like to care others. They soft nature, affectionate, sincere and helpful nature. The psychology of challenge. You know what you mean by challenged? Challenge means those who are taking challenge. No. Challenged individuals means those who are facing problem apart or regardless of their adjustment or development or abnormality. I know. See this image. They are challenged. He do not have legs. He also have some problem. He also maybe have problem. Maybe physical, mental, social, any emotional changes will come. So that persons are known as challenged. In the slides also I told you once about challenged individual, like a mentally retarded MR whose IQ is less, intelligent quotient is less. They are also challenged individuals. Physically challenged, like deaf. Deaf means cannot hear. Dumb means cannot speak. Blind means cannot see. loss of limbs, anything, paralysis, amputation, anything occurs, they may feel that they are dependent on others. They feel insecure, unsafe and inferiority. They may disobey others, or children always blame themselves. Because of you, I got this problem. I am handicapped because of my parents. Sometimes they may blame. Mentally challenged means, like already I told you about MR, like IQ is less than 70. 70 is the average intelligent quotient. So they may have a mild, moderate or severe or profound IQ because of mental disabilities. Their look also itself like this. So we should accept them. We should, because they feel that they are socially isolated. They do not have any thinking because they are mentally down. They cannot think even, but still they are depressed or damaged to their safety. They have over dependence, because to do their normal activity also parents has to be supported. Socially challenged. So many challenges we have seen: physical challenge, mentally challenged and socially. Socially challenged means those who are not able to do talk properly, delinquent. I told you in one class like about juvenile home for children. They have remand home, jails, children jails. How the people are coming, children are coming because they feel that they have been, they are not criminal. They feel that they have been like that only because they have been trained their criminal activity from their parents only. They have seen. So delinquents, criminals, drug addict, alcoholics, socially deprived and socially away, such people are socially challenged. They feel inferiority, low achievement, motivation will be low, even isolation from low motivation only, okay? And they are always isolated from themselves because they do not want to mingle with others. Antisocial, against social activity, because being a child, it is not expected that they will do robbery, they will do stealing, these things, but they are doing. That is antisocial activities. Emotionally challenged, restless, uneasiness, their antagonism towards society. They do not want to accept society rules because they always feel society have lots of rules and regulations. I cannot follow, I am emotionally down. They cannot problem having in concentrating or paying attention. There are unexpected swings in their mood swings. Sometimes they are very happy, sometimes they are very sad. So such changes can be seen. They may feel difficulty in initiating and maintaining interpersonal relationships. So that was about vulnerable groups. So who all are vulnerable groups? Maybe the sick persons or the women or those who are challenged. Challenged means physically challenged, emotionally challenged, mentally challenged or socially challenged. And last is about groups, different group psychology. Because various groups are, what do you mean by group? Two or more people sitting together means group. One definition is given, collection of two or more interdependent. They are dependent to each other. You can see in group means we are identifying ours where there is a we feel is very important. We rather having I feel is not there in the group. Any group actually always we should feel it's a we. Like any sports competition also, you see when they are going for cricket or football, the group games, they cannot play like alone as per their wish. They have to think it's a we Indians are playing, we are playing together. Out group means members are from outside. Some people may go for any conference, and the conference they are sitting together in a group, and that all members are not known to them, but they have been told to discuss it. They are out groups. Primary groups means those we can have face-to-face interaction and cooperation. They will act together and make sacrifice for each other. And family or play group of children. And secondary group, they are very good in relationships or less casual. So primary group means basic groups. Your family, your play group, all those things, your own group. Secondary group means which are not casual. Means sometimes suddenly it happens, maybe professional organization, like in conferences you are going and meeting somebody, or you are in a club. There are many clubs, Rotary Club, Lions Club. So only for some time only you are going to meet, and some development will happen in that group or any union and all. Then formal or informal. Formal groups means there will be formalities, there will be rigid rules, regulations they have to follow. Group of students in a classroom. So in the classroom they have different rules, different guidelines. So they have to follow that. That is formal group. Informal means there is no any rules. My family, no much rules. We all are together, or maybe play group or my peer group. Sometimes there is no any formality in that. Such people are called as informal groups. So these are the important questions, like what are the changes occurs in adolescent stage, early adulthood, or discuss the stages of adulthood, infancy, or maybe Erickson's. This Erickson's theory is very important. Something they may ask, or even the psychosocial stages of development also they may ask. So this is very important questions. I hope you understood about today's topic, and I wish you all the best to understand different age group. See, search for such people around you, you will get and see their psychology, so it will be helpful for you. Thank you.